Yes, good evening to all once again. Today we have joined in Wednesday's Dhamma discussion, Dhamma reading session. Before start of session, we will recite Namo Tassa for paying respects to Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. We will recite Namo Tassa 3 times. You can also join together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham dhammam sangam namasami. Yes. Today we will be reading from Majjhima Nikāya 82 and I will be sharing the screen. What we will be doing is we will be reading the sutta and we will take the TWIM outcome of the sutta from TWIMBot. I will increase the font. Yes, Nanda madam. I think you can see Nanda madam. If you want a more font, just tell me madam. I will also increase. I will copy this text in Word and I can increase madam.
This is fine.
Okay, fine. Okay, madam. You can start, madam.
Thus have I heard Majjhima Nikāya 82 on Raṭṭhapāla. Thus have I heard on one occasion the Blessed One was wandering in the Kuru country with a sangha of bhikkhus, and eventually he arrived at a Kuru town named Tulakotita. The Brahmin householders of the Tulakotita heard the recluse Gautama, the son of Sakyans, went forth from a Sakyan clan, has been wandering in the Kur country with a large sangha of bhikkhus, and has come to Tulakotita. Now a good report of Master Gautama has been spread to this effect. That Blessed One is accomplished, fully enlightened, perfect in true knowledge and conduct, sublime, knower of worlds, incomparable leader of persons to be tamed, teacher of gods and humans, enlightened, blessed. He declared this world with its gods, its Maras, and its Brahmas, this generation with its recluses and Brahmas, its princess and its people, which he has himself realized with direct knowledge. He teaches the Dhamma good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good in the end, with the right meaning and phrasing, and he reveals a holy life that is utterly perfect and pure. Now it is good to see such arahants. Then the Brahmin householders of Tulakotita went to the Blessed One. Some paid homage to the Blessed One and sat down at one side. Some exchanged greetings with him, and when this courteous and amiable talk was finished, sat down at one side. Some extended their hands in reverential salutation towards the Blessed One and sat down at one side. Some pronounced their name and clan in the Blessed One's presence, sat down at one side. Some kept silent and sat down at one side. When they were seated, the Blessed One instructed, urged, roused and gladdened them with talk on the Dhamma. Now at that time a clansman named Raṭṭhapāla, the son of the leading clan in that same Tulakotita, was sitting in the assembly. Then it occurred to him, as I understand the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, it is not easy while living in a home to lead the holy life, utterly perfect and pure as a polished shell. Suppose I shave off my hair and beard, put on the yellow robe, and go forth from the home life into the homelessness. Then the Brahmin householders of Tulakotita, having been instructed, urged, roused, and gladdened by the Blessed One with talk on the Dhamma, delighted and rejoiced in his words. They then rose from their seats, and after paying homage to him, they departed, keeping him on their right. Soon after they had gone, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla went to the Blessed One, and after paying homage to him, he sat down at one side and said to the Blessed One, Venerable Sir, as I understand the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, it is not easy while living in a home to lead the holy life utterly perfect and pure as a polished shell. Venerable Sir, I wish to shave off my hair and beard, put on the yellow robe, and go forth from the home life into homelessness. I would receive the going forth under the Blessed One, would receive the full admission. Have you been permitted by your parents, Raṭṭhapāla, to go forth from the home life into homelessness? No, Venerable Sir, I have not been permitted by my parents. Raṭṭhapāla, Tathagatas do not give the going forth to anyone who does not have his parents' permission. Venerable Sir, I shall see to it that my parents permit me to go forth from the home life into homelessness. Then the clansman Raṭṭhapāla rose from his seat, and after paying homage to the Blessed One, he departed, keeping him on his right. He went to his parents and told them, Mother and Father, as I understand the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, it is not easy while living in a home to lead the life utterly perfect and pure as a polished shell. I wish to shave off my hair and beard, put on the yellow robe, and go forth from the home life into homelessness. Give me permission to go forth from the homelessness home into the homelessness.
Yes, madam. I would like to read, madam, so that your balance of energy will be there. Like you need not have any effort further. When he had said this, his parents replied, Dear Raṭṭhapāla, you are our only son, dear and beloved. You have been raised in comfort, brought up in comfort. You know nothing of suffering, dear Raṭṭhapāla. Even in case of your death, we would lose you unwillingly. So, how could we give you our permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness while you are still living? For the second time, for the third time, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla said to his parents, Mother and father, give me permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness. For the third time, his parents replied, Dear Raṭṭhapāla, how could we give you our permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness while you are still living? Then, not receiving his parents' permission to go forth, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla lay down there on the floor, bare floor, saying, Right here, I shall either die or receiving the going forth. Then the clansman Raṭṭhapāla's parents said to him, Dear Raṭṭhapāla, you are our only son, dear and beloved. You have been raised in comfort, brought up in comfort. You know nothing of suffering, dear Raṭṭhapāla. Get up, dear Raṭṭhapāla, eat, drink, and amuse yourself. While eating, drinking, and amusing yourself, you can be happy, enjoying sensual pleasures, and making merry. We do not permit you to go forth from the home life into homelessness. Even in the case of your death, we would lose you unwillingly. So, how could we give you our permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness while you are still living? When this was said, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla was silent. Actually, this is a very interesting story. I was hearing the thought came when one of the Ajahn Brahmali, I think you might be just I was listening to a talk. He was quoting an example of Raṭṭhapāla, uh, and he was saying this joke like he didn't got any permission from his parents. Buddha asked him, "Did you get this permission for going forth to homelessness?" Then Rattapala told that no, I didn't. Like he told he will be asking. Then he asked his parents. His parents denied because he's a only son, and they were like they could not able to want to leave him. And what finally Rattapala did was he just slept, like slept on the bed. Either I will die, otherwise I will go to homelessness. For the second time, for the third time, his parents said to him, "Dear Rattapala, how could we give you a permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness while you are still living?" For third time, the clansman Rattapala was silent. Then the clansman Rattapala's parents went to his friends and said to them, "Dear clansman, Rattapala has lain down on the bare floor, having said, 'Right here I shall either die or receive the going forth.' Come, dears, go to clansman Raṭṭhapāla and say to him, 'Friend Raṭṭhapāla, you are your parents' only son. Get up, friend Raṭṭhapāla. Eat, drink, and amuse yourself.' How could your parents give you this their permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness while you are still living?" And the clansman Raṭṭhapāla's friends went to him and said, "Friend Raṭṭhapāla, you are your parents' only son, dear and beloved. You have been raised in comfort, brought in comfort. You know nothing of suffering. Friend Raṭṭhapāla, get up, friend Raṭṭhapāla, eat, drink, amuse yourself. While eating, drinking, and amusing yourself, you can be happy, enjoying sensual pleasures and making merit. Your parents do not permit you to go forth from the home life into homelessness. Even in case of your death, they would lose you unwillingly. So, how could they give you their permission to go forth from their life into homelessness while you are still living? When this was said, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla was silent. Then for the second time, for the third time, his friends said to him, "Friend Raṭṭhapāla, how could they give you their permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness while you are still living?" For the third time, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla was silent. Then the clansman Raṭṭhapāla's friends went to his parents and said to them, "Mother and father, the clansman Raṭṭhapāla is lying down there on the bare floor, having said, 'Right here, I said, I shall either die or receive going forth.' Now, if you do not give him your permission to go forth from the home life to homelessness, he will die there. But if you give him your permission, you will see him after he has gone forth. And if he doesn't enjoy the going forth, what else can he do but return here? So give him your permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness. Then, dears, we give the clans Raṭṭhapāla permission to go forth from the home life to homelessness. But when he has gone forth, he must visit his parents. This was the story. Like he was, he is very good holding that I will go forth the Raṭṭhapāla. Then finally, he has succeeded in this. What do you say, madam? Do you want to share, madam? Nanda,
Yeah,
madam.
his determination is very, very strong. He, to me, when he listened to the Buddhist teaching, it has made a profound effect on him, and I'm sure he has beginning to realize the truth that the whole world is uh, a world of craving. And even though he was young and very, very privileged, his parents were very, very wealthy and have a very high status in the society. He must have realized that there is really no total satisfaction with all what the world has to offer him. At a very young age, he must have done a lot of merits in his previous lives to realize that at a very young age. Brilliant.
Truly, madam, what you said is truly said. What I feel here is like every individual gets some insight at a particular time. Like in this case, Raṭṭhapāla has got insight when he heard the Buddha's teaching, and he has rose up. Like maybe because of his past karma, as you said, it has made him to convert from going forth from to homelessness. He's very determined. Yes, madam, you can read from here, ma'am.
Then the clansman Raṭṭhapāla's friends went to him and told him, "Get up, friend Raṭṭhapāla. Your parents permit you to go forth from the home life into homelessness. But when you have gone forth, you must visit your parents." The clansman Raṭṭhapāla then got up, and when he had regained his strength, he went to the Blessed One, and after paying homage to him, he sat down at one side and told him, "Venerable Sir, I have my parents' permission to go forth from the home life into homelessness. Let the Blessed One give me the going forth." Then the clansman Raṭṭhapāla received the going forth under the Blessed One, and he received the full admission. Then, not long after the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla had received the full admission, a half month after he had received the full admission, the Blessed One, having stayed at Tulakotila as long as he chose, set out to wander toward Savatthi. Wandering by stages, he eventually arrived at Savatthi, and there he lived at Savatthi in Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's park. Before long, dwelling alone, withdrawn, diligent, ardent, and resolute, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla, by realizing for himself with direct knowledge here and now, entered upon and abided in that supreme goal of the holy life, for the sake of which clansmen rightly go forth from the home life into homelessness. He directly knew birth is destroyed, the holy life has been lived, what had to be done has been done, there is no more coming to any state of being. And the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla became one of the Arahants. Then the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla went to the Blessed One, and after paying homage to him, he sat down at one side and told him, "Venerable Sir, I wish to visit my parents if I have the Blessed One's permission." Then the Blessed One penetrated mentally the thoughts in Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's mind. When he knew that the clansman Raṭṭhapāla was incapable of abandoning the training and returning to the low life, he told him, "You may go, Raṭṭhapāla, at your own convenience." Then the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla rose from his seat, and after paying homage to the Blessed One, he departed, keeping him on his right. He then set his resting place in order, and taking his bowl and outer robe, set out to wander towards Tulakotita. Wandering by stages, he eventually arrived at Tulakotitya. There he lived in Tulakotitya in King Korave's Maigasira garden. Then when it was morning, he dressed and taking his bowl and outer robe went into Tulakotila for alms. As he was wandering for alms from house to house in Tolokitila, he came to his own father's house.
Yes, madam. I will read, madam. Anyone would like to read? May please let us know. Someone connected with the name Zoom can also read. So I will read. Now, on that occasion, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's father was sitting in the hall of central door, having his hair dressed. When he saw the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla coming in distance, he said, "Our only son, dear and beloved, was made to go forth by these bald-pated recluses." Then at his father's house, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla received neither alms nor a polite refusal. Instead, he received only abuse. Oh my goodness. Just then, a slave woman belonging to one of his relatives was about to throw away some old porridge. Seeing this, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla said to her sister, "If the stuff is to be thrown away, then pour it into my bowl here." While she was doing so, she recognized the characteristic feature of his hand, his feet, his voice. Then she went to his mother and said, "Please know, my lady, that my lord's son Raṭṭhapāla has arrived. Gracious, if what you say is true, you are no longer a slave." Then the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's mother went to his father and said, "Please know, householder, they say that Clarence Raṭṭhapāla has arrived." Just then the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla was eating in old porridge by the wall of certain shelter. His father went to him and said, "Raṭṭhapāla, my dear, surely there is, and you will be eating old porridge. Is there not your own house to go to? How could we have a householder when we have gone forth from the home life into homelessness? We are homeless, householder. We went to your house, but we received neither alms nor a polite refusal there. Instead, we received only abuse. Come, dear Raṭṭhapāla, let us go to the house. Enough, householder, my meal for today is finished." Then dear Raṭṭhapāla consent to accept tomorrow's meal. Then Venerable Raṭṭhapāla consented in silence. Then, knowing that Venerable Raṭṭhapāla had consented, his father went back to his own house, where he had gold coins and bullion made into a large heap and covered with mats. Then he told Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's former wives, "Come, daughter-in-laws, adorn yourself with ornaments in the way Raṭṭhapāla found you most dear and lovable." When night had ended, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's father had good food of various kinds prepared in his own house, and at the time announced to Venerable Raṭṭhapāla, "It's time, dear Raṭṭhapāla, the meal is ready." Then, it being morning, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla dressed, taking his bowl, outer robe. He went to his own father's house and sat down and seat made ready. Then the father had the pile of gold coins and bullion uncovered and said, "Dear Raṭṭhapāla, that is your maternal fortune. Your paternal fortune is another, and your ancestral fortune is yet another. Dear Raṭṭhapāla, you can enjoy the wealth and make merit. Come then, dear, abandon the training and return to the low life. Enjoy the wealth and make merit." Householder, if you would follow my advice, then have this pile of gold coins and billions loaded on carts and carried away to dump to midstream in the river Ganges. Why is that? Because, householder, on account of this, there will arise for you sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. Then the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's former wives clasped his feet and said to him, What are they like, my lord said, the nymphs, for those whose sake you lead the holy life? We do not lead the holy life for the sake of nymph sisters. Our Lord's son Raṭṭhapāla called her sisters. They cried, and right there they fainted. Then the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla told his father, "Householder, if there is a meal to be given, then give it. Do not harass us. Eat them, dear Raṭṭhapāla, the meal is ready." Then with his own hands, the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla's father served and satisfied him with various kinds of good food. When the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla had eaten and put his bowl aside, he stood up and uttered these stanzas. "Behold a puppet here pranked out, a body built up out of source, sick, an object of concern. where no stability abides. Behold a figure here pranked out, with jewelry and earrings too, a skeleton wrapped up in skin, made attractive by its clothes. Its feet adorned with henna dye and powder smeared upon its faces. It may beguile a fool, but not a seeker of further shore. Its hair is dressed in eightfold plaits, and unpunged smeared upon its eyes. It may beguile a fool, but a seeker of the further shore. A flithy body well adorned like new painted unguent pot. It may beguile a fool, but not a seeker of the farther shore. The deer hunter set out of snare, but the deer did not spring of the trap. We ate the bait, now depart the leaving of hunters. Now, what we will do is we will take the summary of the sayings of Raṭṭhapāla. Really, the story is very interesting, madam. What do you say, madam?
Yes, it is very, very interesting, as you say.
Even though his father has showed various gold coins and everything, he
Yes.
didn't go back because he has
Took it
already
for
become Arahant.
granted.
He has become an Arahant and he didn't go. Yes, madam. I think you can. Yes, Nanda, madam, you
TWIM
can.
summary takeaway for students. This verse is a poetic reflection on the true nature of the body, a central theme across the sutta. From the TWIM perspective, the purpose is not to cultivate aversion toward the body, but to see it clearly without delusion or craving. 1. The body is a conditioned, impermanent process, not something to cling to. The passage describes the body as a puppet, a constructed thing made of unstable, impermanent elements. TWIM emphasizes that seeing the body as a process, sensations arising and passing, weakens craving because you stop taking it personally. This is just a body. It's not me, not mine, not who I am. Number 2, outer decoration disguises its true nature. Jewelry, makeup, fragrances, and clothing can beautify the body, but they do not change its underlying characteristics: impermanence, anicca, suffering when clung to, dukkha, and impermanent nature, anatta. TWIM trains students to notice how craving arises around appearances, your own or others. The teaching is an invitation to see how the mind gets tricked, not to condemn beauty. Number 3, wisdom sees through the disguise. A fool is captured by appearances. A seeker of the further shore, one practicing the Noble Eightfold Path, sees the body clearly without clinging or aversion. In TWIM language, you recognize a painful or pleasant feeling. You siksa, the craving dissolves, wisdom arises. Number 4, don't get caught in the snare of craving. The final verse about the deer not Falling into the trap echoes how the practitioner avoids the hunter's snare, craving, sensual desire, and identification. With TWIM, when you see craving arise and siksa, you're not springing the trap. You enjoy wholesome pleasures, remain relaxed, and keep your mind free of grasping. Practical TWIM takeaways. Number 1, observe the body with relaxed clarity. When feelings or perceptions about the body arise, your own or others, notice. Is there craving? Is there identification? This is me. 6 are anything sticky. Number 2, don't get lulled by appearances. Pleasant sights and attractive forms are not the problem. Clinging is the problem. Use every moment of attraction as a chance to see dependent origination in real time. Number 3, cultivate loving kindness, not aversion. TWIM never asks you to reject or hate the body. Instead, you see it as it is, a changing process, and you meet it with kindness and clarity. Number 4, stay mindful of the freedom that comes from non-clinging. The mind that doesn't spring the trap is peaceful, balanced, and open. One sentence TWIM summary: see the body clearly as an impermanent, impersonal process, so you are not fooled by appearance, but remain free from craving through relaxed awareness and the 6 R's.
Yes, thank you, madam, for reading. Excellent summary given by this TWIMBot. What do you say, madam?
Yes, this sutta very clearly explains in a different angle that the uh, three universal truths, anicca, dukkha, anatta, impermanency, and suffering or unsatisfactoriness, and the not self. It is very clear when you read this sutta, the craving is the culprit, the craving is the problem, the craving is the key thing which actually dulls our mind and create all the problems and suffering. So if we can learn to relax our body and calm the mind, and then the craving doesn't have that a strong energy and dependent origination come into play here. And if we can control the craving element, instead of thinking, yes, we can control everything, instead of thinking we can control, instead, if we relax the body, the mind becomes calm, and the mind is able to see things as they really are. That the craving is the cause for we create our own suffering because of the craving, and because we practice 6R continuously, craving becomes weaker and weaker and weaker, and hopefully eventually we all TWIMers are able to uproot a craving and see things as they are, and wisdom will arise, making our mind much more clearer. It is a very beautiful sutta. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, madam. Very nicely explained, madam. Really, what you said is craving is the only thing which is revolving around it. We need to sixar the craving and our wisdom grows over it. Really, what you said is excellent. We'll continue reading, madam. After the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla had stood up and uttered these stanzas, he went to the King Koraviya's Maigachira garden and sat down at the root of a tree for the day's abiding. Then King Koravya addressed his gamekeepers thus: Good gamekeeper, tidy up the Megakira garden so that we may go to the pleasure garden to see a pleasing spot. Yes, sir, he replied. Now, while he was tidying up the Megachira garden, the gamekeeper saw the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla seated at the root of a tree for the day's abiding. When he saw him, he went to King Koravya and told him, Sir, the Megachira garden had been tidied up. The clansman Raṭṭhapāla is there, the son of a leading clan in the same Tulakotitha, of whom you have always spoken highly. He is seated at the root of a tree for the day's abiding. Then, good gamekeeper, enough of the pleasure garden for today. Now we shall go to pay respects to the master Raṭṭhapāla. Then saying, Give away all the food that have been prepared there. King Koravya had a number of state carriages prepared, and mounting one of them, accompanied by other carriages, he drove out from the Tulakotitha with the full pomp of royalty to see the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla. He drove thus as far as the road was passable for carriages, and then he dismounted from his carriage and went forward on foot with the following of the most eminent officials to where the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla was. He exchanged greetings with the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla, and then his courteous and amiable talk was finished. He stood at one side and said, Here is the elephant truck, let Master Raṭṭhapāla be seated on it. There is no need, great king. Sit down. I am sitting on my own mat. King Koravya sat down and a seat made ready and said, Master Raṭṭhapāla, there are four kinds of laws. Because they have undergone these four kinds of laws, some people here shave off their hair in bed, put on yellow robe, go forth from home life to homelessness. What are the four? They are loss through aging, loss through sickness, loss of wealth, and loss of relatives. And what is loss through aging here, Master Raṭṭhapāla? Someone is old, aged, burdened with years, advanced in life, come to the last stage. He considers thus: I am old, aged, burdened with years, advanced in life, come to the last stage. It is no longer easy for me to acquire unacquired wealth or to augment wealth already acquired. Suppose I shave off my hair and beard, put on the yellow robe, and go forth from the home life into homelessness. Because he has undergone that loss through aging, he shaves off his hair and beard, puts on yellow robe, and goes forth from the home life into homelessness. This is called loss through aging. But Master Raṭṭhapāla is now still young, a black-haired young man, endowed with blessing of youth in the prime of life. Master Raṭṭhapāla has not undergone any loss through aging. What has he known or seen or heard that he has gone forth from the home life into homelessness? And what is loss through sickness? Here, Master Raṭṭhapāla, someone is Someone is afflicted, suffering, and gravely ill. He considers thus: I am afflicted, suffering, and gravely ill. It's not no longer for easy for me to acquire unacquired wealth into homelessness because he has undergone that loss through sickness. He goes forth from the home life into homelessness. This is called loss through sickness. But Master Raṭṭhapāla now is free from illness and affliction. He possesses good digestion, that is neither too cool nor too warm but medium. Master Raṭṭhapāla has not undergone any loss through sickness. What has he known or seen or heard that he has gone forth from the home life into homelessness? And what is loss of wealth? Here, Master Raṭṭhapāla, someone is rich, of great wealth, of great possessions. Gradually, his wealth dwindles away. He considers thus, formerly I was rich, of great wealth, of great possessions. Gradually, my wealth has dwindled away. It's no longer easy for me to acquire unacquired wealth into homelessness. Because he has undergone that loss of wealth, he forth he forth from the life, home life into homelessness. This is called loss of wealth. But Master Raṭṭhapāla is the son of leading clan in the same Tola Kuttita. Master Raṭṭhapāla has not undergone any loss of wealth. What has he known or seen or heard that he has gone forth from the home life into homelessness? And what is loss of relatives? Here, Master Tapala. Someone has many friends and companions, kinsmen and relatives. Gradually, those relatives of this dwindle away. He considers thus. Formerly, many friends and companions, kinsmen and relatives. Gradually, those relatives of mine have dwindled away. It's no longer easy for me to acquire unacquired wealth into homelessness. But he has undergone the loss of relatives. He gone forth from the home life into homelessness. This is called loss of relatives. But Master Raṭṭhapāla has many friends and companions, kinsmen and relatives. In his same Tulakotita, Master Raṭṭhapāla has not undergone any loss of relatives. What has he known or seen or heard that he has gone forth from the home life into homelessness? Master Raṭṭhapāla, these are four kinds of loss. Because they have undergone these four kinds of loss, some people here shave off their hair and beard, put on the yellow robe and go from the home life into homelessness. Master Raṭṭhapāla has not undergone any of this. What has he known or seen or heard that he has gone forth from the home life into homelessness? Yes. Anyone want to read? I think Prabin Prabhakaran sir has joined. Sir, would you like to read, sir?
No, maybe some other time.
Yes.
No, not
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nanda madam can read. Nanda.
Great King, there are four summaries of the Dhamma that have been taught by the Blessed One, who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. Knowing and seeing and hearing them, I went forth from the home life into homelessness. What are the four? Life in any world is unstable. It is swept away. This is the first summary of the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. Knowing and seeing and hearing this, I went forth for the home life into homelessness. Life in any world has no shelter and no protector. This is the second summary of the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, who knows and sees. Life in any world has nothing of its own. One has to leave all and pass on. This is the third summary of the Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, who knows and sees. Life in any world is incomplete, insatiate, the slave of craving. This is the fourth summary of Dhamma taught by the Blessed One, who knows and sees. Great King, these are the four summaries of the Dhamma that have been taught by the Blessed One, who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. knowing and seeing and hearing them, I went forth from the home life into homelessness. Master Raṭṭhapāla said, life in any world is unstable. It is swept away. How should the meaning of that statement be understood? What do you think, great king? When you were 20 or 25 years old, were you an expert rider of elephants, an expert horseman, an expert charioteer, an expert archer, an expert swordsman, strong in thighs and arms, sturdy, capable in battle? When I was 20 or 25 years old, Master Raṭṭhapāla, when I was an expert rider of elephants, strong in thighs and arms, sturdy, capable in battle. Sometimes I wonder if I had supernormal powers then. I do not see anyone who could equal me in strength. What do you think, great king? Are you now as strong in thighs and arms, as sturdy and as capable as you were in battle? No, Master Raṭṭhapāla. Now I'm old, aged, burdened with years, advanced in life, come to the last stages. My years have turned 80. Sometimes I mean to put my foot here and I put my foot somewhere else. Great King, it was on account of this that the Blessed One who knows and sees, accomplished and well enlightened, said, life in any world is unstable. It is swept away. And when I knew and saw, and he said this, I went forth from the home life into homelessness. It was wonderful, Master Raṭṭhapāla. It is marvelous how well that has been expressed by the Blessed One who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. Life in any world is unstable. It is swept away. It is indeed so. Master Raṭṭhapāla, there exist in this court elephant troops and cavalry and chariot troops and infantry which will serve to subdue any threats to us. Now Master Raṭṭhapāla said, life in any world has no shelter and no protector. How should the meaning of that statement be understood? What do you think, great king? Do you have any chronic ailment? I have a chronic wind ailment, Master Raṭṭhapāla. Sometimes my friends and companions, kinsmen and relatives stand around me thinking, now King Koravya is about to die. Now King Koravya is about to die. What do you think, great king? Can you command your friends and companions, your kinsmen and relatives? Come, my good friends and companions, my kinsmen and relatives, all of you present, share this painful feeling so that I may feel less pain? Or do you have to feel that pain yourself alone? I cannot command my friends and companions, my kinsmen and relatives. Thus, Master Raṭṭhapāla have to feel that pain alone. Great King, it was on account of this that the Blessed One who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened, said, life in any world has no shelter and no protector. And when I knew and saw and heard this, I went forth from the home life into homelessness. It is wonderful, Master Raṭṭhapāla. It is marvelous how well that has been expressed by the Blessed One, who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. Life in any world has no shelter and no protector. It is indeed so. Master Raṭṭhapāla, there exist in this court abundant gold coins and bullion stowed away in vaults and lofts. Now Master Raṭṭhapāla said, life in any world has nothing of its own. One has to leave all and pass on. How should the meaning of that statement be understood? What do you think, great king? You now enjoy yourself provided and endowed with the five chords, sensual pleasure, but will you be able to have it of the life to come? Let me likewise myself provided and endowed with the same five chords of sensual pleasure? Or will others take over this property while you will have to pass on according to your actions? I cannot have it thus of the life to come, Master Raṭṭhapāla. On the contrary, others will take over this property while I shall be passed on according to my actions. Great King, it was on account of this that the Blessed One who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened, said life in any world has nothing of its own. One has to leave all and pass on. And when I knew and saw and heard this, I went forth the home life into homelessness. It is wonderful, Master Raṭṭhapāla. It is marvelous how well that has been expressed by the Blessed One who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. Life in any world has nothing of its. One has to leave all and pass on. It is indeed so.
Yes, madam. I will read, madam. Now, Master Raṭṭhapāla said, life in any world is incomplete, insatiate, they say, slave of craving. How should the meaning of the statement be understood? What do you think, great king? Do you reign over the rich Kuru country? Yes, Master Raṭṭhapāla, I do. What do you think, great king? Suppose a trustworthy and reliable man come to you from the east and said, please know, great king, that I have come from the east. There I saw a large country, powerful and rich, very populous and crowded with people. There are plenty of elephant troops there, plenty of cavalry, chariot troops and infantry. There is a plenty of ivory there and plenty of gold kind and bullion with both unworked and worked, and plenty of women for wives. With your present forces you can conquer it. Conquer it then, great king. What do you do? We would conquer it and reign over it, Master Tapala. What do you think, great king? Suppose a trustworthy and reliable man come to your west, on the north, from the south, from the across sea, and said, please know, great king, that I have come from the across the sea. There I saw a large country, powerful and rich. Conquer it then, great king. What do you think? Do so. We would conquer it to reign over it, Master Tapala. Great king. It was on account of this that the blessed one who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened, said, life in any world is incomplete, insatiate, the slave of craving. When I knew and saw, heard this, I went forth from the home life to homelessness. It is wonderful, Master Tapala. It is marvelous how well that has been expressed by the Blessed One who knows and sees, accomplished and fully enlightened. Life in world is incomplete, incited, the slave of craving. It is indeed so. That is what the Venerable Raṭṭhapāla said, and having said that, he said further, I see men wealthy in the world who yet from ignorance give not their gathered wealth. Greedily they hoard away the riches, longing still for further sensual pleasures. A king who has acquired the earth by force and rules over the land, the ocean bounds, is yet unsated with the sea's near shore, and hungers for its further shore as well. Most other people too, not just as a king, encounter death with craving unabated. With plans still incomplete, they leave the corpse. Desires remain unsated in the world. His relatives lament and rend their hair, crying, Amen, alas, our love is dead. They bear away the body wrapped in shrouds to place it in the pyre and burn it there. Clad in shroud, he leaves his wealth behind. Prodded with stakes, he burns upon the pyre. And as he dies, no relatives or friends can offer him shelter or refuge there. Here, while his heirs take over his wealth, this being must pass on according to his actions. And as he dies, nothing can follow him, not child or wife, nor wealth, nor royal estate. Longevity is not acquired with wealth, nor can prosper banish old age. Short is this life, as all the sages say. Eternity it knows not, only change. The rich and poor alike shall feel death's touch. The fool and sage as well shall feel it too. But while the fool lies stricken by this folly, no sage will ever tremble at the touch. Better is wisdom here than any wealth, since by wisdom one gains the final goal. For people through ignorance do evil deeds, while failing to reach the goal from life to life, as one goes to the womb and next to the world, renewing the successive round of births, another of little wisdom trusting him goes also to the womb and the next world. Just as a robber caught in burglary is made to suffer for his evil deed, so people after death in the next world are made to suffer for their evil deeds. Sensual pleasures, varied, sweet, delightful in many different ways, disturb the mind. Seeing the danger in these sensual ties, I chose to lead the homeless life, O king. As fruits fall from the tree, so people too, both young and old, fall when the body breaks. Seeing thus this too, O king, I have gone forth better, its recluse life assured. Very good, excellent. We will just see the bullet points of the what Raṭṭhapāla has said in last, and we will end our session. Yes, madam. Madam, you can read, madam.
TWIM takeaways, bullet points for students. Craving cannot be satisfied, whether for wealth, sensual pleasure, or power. The mind always reaches for a further shore. TWIM used the 6 hours to see craving arise and let it go. Impermanence operates regardless of status. Rich or poor, king or beggar, all experience aging, illness, and death. Recognize this reality to loosen attachment. Wealth and possessions cannot follow you. Only karma of intention continues. Cultivate wholesome states, generosity, kindness, wisdom, and relaxed awareness. Most beings die with cravings still burning. They live life with unfinished plans and unsatisfied desires. TWIM practice shows you how craving forms moment to moment and how to release it. Lamentation arises for those who cling. Relatives mourn because they take the person as mine. Practice loving kindness with wisdom, affection without attachment. At death, no one can protect you except your own mind. Not family, not wealth, not status. Your refuge is the collected, relaxed mind cultivated through right effort. Wisdom is more valuable than wealth. Wisdom leads to liberation. Wealth often fuels further craving. TWIM nurtures wisdom directly through seeing cause and effect in real time. Ignorance drives unwholesome actions, craving, clinging, becoming, suffering. The Siksa interrupt this chain and bring clarity. Participating in the round of rebirth happens through unrecognized craving. Every moment of relaxed awareness weakens the cycle. Unwholesome actions bring painful results just as crimes bring punishment. Keep your mind light, kind, and harmless. Sensual pleasures disturb the mind when clung to. They are not forbidden. Clinging is the problem. Enjoy what is wholesome, but relax any grasping. Seeing the danger in clinging to sensuality naturally inclines one toward renunciation. In TWIM, renunciation means not getting entangled, not pushing away. Life is short and uncertain. Death is certain. Use your time to develop wholesome qualities and steady mindfulness. Going forth or practicing seriously is motivated by clarity, not fear. The recluse's life symbolizes a mind free from entanglement, steady in wisdom and kindness. One sentence TWIM summary. Understanding impermanence and the unsatisfying nature of craving motivates the TWIM practitioner to release clinging through relaxed awareness, cultivate wisdom, and walk toward true freedom.
Yes, very nicely said, madam. The summary that it indicates that we need to have a relaxed awareness, cultivate wisdom. In summary, very nicely explained, madam. We have completed this sutta, madam. What do you say, madam?
It is a very beautiful sutta, as you say.
Yes.
It explains how aging and sickness and a wealth and also our relatives and our body actually doesn't give true shelter and doesn't give any protection. The We are not going to live forever. We are going to die one day,
True.
and we can never take all the possessions we have accumulated in life. The only thing that we can take away is the meritorious actions and the good karma we have accumulated. And as I said before, the way I see this sutta is saying is craving is the problem. And if we can learn to relax our body and calm our mind by using the 6R technique, then it is very possible that we can weaken craving and hopefully eventually uproot craving and enjoy the freedom without clinging and craving.
Yes, yes, madam. Rightly said, madam. Very good story of Raṭṭhapāla. It is very learning incident. Very good. I think we can share merit, madam. We can all read together to protect our Dhamma, and may this merit be shared to all. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kinds of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and death, devas and nagas of mighty power, shared this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thanking you all for joining. Thank you, Nanda Madam. Thank you, Paul Sir. Thank you all for joining and wishing all happiness.